Hello again. Out for a walk and talk with the one and only Mr. Dave Main, who has introduced me to some of these tracks, taking me now on a new undiscovered track for me, and we're taking it easy, just a steady pace, because both of us get out of breath pretty quickly. Getting on in years, aren't we, Dave?
Very much so, yeah.
You're more so than me.
31, you know.
31. So just as we were joking around about our age, the sun pops out. How beautiful is that? Right, onwards and upwards. Snow and the sunshine. Can't knock it. So when was the last time you were up this way, Dave?
Oh, you're probably talking about last year. Easily last year. Somewhere I used to always come, because it's one of the few places that's just on your doorstep that you actually feel like you're in a peaceful countryside.
Just love the sound of the snow underneath your feet.
Takes you back to a right-eyed child, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Carunky snow, of course.
Well, I've said before in these videos, I mean, I sit at a desk 5 days a week, 9 to 5, stress, and it's just having time to do this. I think my body's in shock with it at the moment. So, as Dave's just introduced me to the fact that this is the Quarry, which I've never been before.
There's a lens company in Australia and filters and that for cameras. Yeah. And they sell them at not quite a loss, but what they do is for everything you buy off the plant trees, they've planted so many millions of trees, so it is a bit of a loss to do it. And the philosophy of the company is they try and promote photography. They say because it stops people, gets people out into the countryside. But not only does it do that, it stops people in the countryside to think of where they are. So it promotes that awareness of your environment that you're in. You know, you're not just transient passing through, you know, going A to B. You're actually stopping and thinking, you know, natural beauty, natural light.
You said something there about photography and, you know, people getting out into nature and appreciating the link between nature. And I've been watching.
Pause when you're taking pictures.
Been watching a few things on YouTube. I think I mentioned Daniel Smachtenberger. Very intelligent guy, part of the Rebel Wisdom interviews, and you know, just getting people to understand the link between nature and our survival is huge, and it's kind of really spoken volumes to me.
Yeah.
Just waiting for one of those you've been framed moments there, Dave. You disappointed me.
What?
You disappointed me there. I was waiting for one of those you've been framed moments.
Oh, nimble.
And nimble.
That's good.
This is where I go. This is where I go down. Man, just ooh. Now there's a nice view. Wow. You should do what, sorry?
Field walk.
Field walk?
Yeah, you just go for a walk over the plough fields and gather up interesting artefacts. Flints mainly.
Yeah.
Work flints, arrowheads. Mesolithic is just after the last ice age, about 13,000 years ago. Then Neolithic after that. But the earliest signs up here are Mesolithic.
Right.
It's one of 3 Mesolithic Stone Age camps. Windhill up at Skelton. That's one. And Highcliffe at Kisborough that way. And Eston Nab, which is that one. Just here.
A little dimple in the
it
ground.
Yeah, yeah. It sort of runs at an arc around here.
Interesting history.
There's a capstone that was here. It's got pecked holes like cups which were connected with a line. It's carved out. It was the capstone on top of the burial.
Right.
They didn't put the bodies right at the bottom, they put them so far down. That's why they used to dig the sus out to get at the goodies. They used to dig from the top.
Right.
The worst ones were like a cake slice through the middle. Pitt Rivers was famous for that. He was a famous archaeologist. He was a contemporary of Canon Atkinson who excavated this one. And you can imagine they dug with labourers through the centre, completely through the centre, about 4 foot wide, from the top to the bottom, destroying loads of archaeological finds in the process, probably.
Which is a shame, really.
Well, they didn't know any better.
Obviously,
did they?
yeah.
You're talking about the 1840s, 1850s. Working for the local gentry, looking for pots and skulls. Oh, you showed me that one at Errington once. It was nice to see where.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have been up here if I've lived here for how many years? 50 years?
Yeah, well, not, I suppose it's people all got their own patches, you know. So over the years when the dogs are walking, you always want to go somewhere different, and this is what somewhere where your heart and lungs in the hills to get up here. But once you're up here, it's like wide open spaces, let the dogs go down. And it's also has a special feeling, I think, with my interest in prehistory and things like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a bit of a connection with our ancestors. Don't talk your commando training. This. Not good for this.
I know, mate. Oh, steady on.
Yeah.
Get it. So these are all woodpecker marks.
Yeah,
here. How cool is that? Things I would have just walked past. So thanks for pointing all this stuff out, mate. Sharing is caring, as I keep saying.
We are a clever monkey. We better get used to it.
Well, there is a saying that, like, you know, in order for us to have some kind of shift in our social awareness, ideally we want to be trying to getting people to go to bed and waking up less stupid. then they went to bed.
Task and a half for mankind, that.
I think stupid's quite a critical word, but
Ignorance.
more informed,
Ignorance,
less ignorant.
apathy.
Maybe that would be a better idea, or a better way of putting it, shall we say. And now this is my way of trying to help inform and share.
So we are an animal, you need to connect with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we rely upon it. End of. Since doing these videos, I didn't realise how much I mumbled when I talk. I guess my mum was always right.
The marked trees you saw with the red bands around it, that's
Right.
for tree felling. And they got a contract with a guy that it's low impact, no tractors to remove the trees. He uses a horse, traditional methods.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Less carbon footprint and
And sometimes it's hard to get to the trees, you see, without chopping trees down to get to the trees you want to get to.
well,
You
yeah.
think the size of a tractor.
There's something in that, isn't there, about
Traditional methods.
going back to traditional methods and
Yeah. Because they're quite stacked here, because a lot of this is a plantation, a lot of these pine trees,
yeah.
apart from the war efforts, a lot of them were reused for the pit props. They're fast growing and they're straight. That's why the preponderance on these hills this side to have all these pine trees. This is where a lot of the mine entrances, the drift mine entrances were this side.
So, coming to an end of another walk and talk. Had a bit of creativity. I noticed Dave's got his camera with him today, just getting out, having a bit of exercise, got a bit of challenge, but we got there in the end. So I just want to say, stay safe everybody, and thanks for watching.